Hello gamers! Welcome back to Seaside Survival. This is a Minecraft Let's Play where we make cool builds in our settlement by the sea. I'm very excited to be kicking off Season 2. Check out my new recording studio. Pretty cool, huh? I'll show you around. This here's the library. We've got books galore and the ability to enchant all the way up to a level 30. Over here is a very special friend. This is Hops. Frogs and tadpoles were just introduced to the game not too long ago, and I've ventured off since Season 1 and brought home a tadpole, raised him as my own, and this is Hops. He lives here. This is the kitchen. There's not too many meals being made here, but we've got a couple of sinks, a smelter system, kind of automatically filters off into a barrel, stone cutter, all of our tools and workbenches. This, of course, is our big conference table, so we can sit here and have seaside meetings. Here, see? All the important business we can get done now. This is where I sleep when it's storming. And over here, this is special. This is, well, it should be a fish tank, but the fish, there they are. You can see one of them over in the right corner. They're a little shy. And over here is my record player. Let's just put on a music disc, huh? How about a little Other Side? That's a good jam. Over here we've got our map wall. Very cool to be able to see our whole base from the sky. Down here we have our skeleton spawner and our moss farm generator. And there's a village, the pathways, Nick's house is up there. We've got the seaside up top, that orange ring in the middle. That's the lighthouse. And then, of course, within this mountain range is the Terra Dome, our newest and biggest storage facility ever. To my right, we've got a cool little fireplace. It's not lit right now, but it is. That's a fireplace. And then over here, we've got our desk. This is very important. This is where we do all of our video editing. See, I got my laptop here and a wireless mouse. I've got my candle, ender chest up there, and a couple knickknacks hiding about. This is my desk, and this is where we edit all of our videos to bring you amazing Minecraft Let's Play content on the YouTubes. Season 1 concluded with a discovery that we didn't always live in our spot by the seaside. After a terrible event forced us from our previous settlement, we crash landed on our ship at the seaside and lost all memory of the prior settlement. See, I'm adding a little bit of lore here to the Let's Play. Keeps things interesting, right? So at the end of Season 1, which will be linked in the video description, we took a tour of all the work we've done in the seaside, and began the long journey through the nether to revisit the original settlement on this Minecraft world, Castletown. Let's check in on those travels. Roll tape! It's kind of a long journey back. Let's fast forward a little bit. Here we are. This is the portal. This is where it all began. Let's go back. This is it. Our original home, where it all began. Let's take a tour, shall we? Our tour starts off with the bridge to the village. This is just north of Castletown, and this is where I built my first home in this world. Here it is now. Right below our home is our very first storage area. Now outside, we have some villager huts. We have a cartographer, a potion maker, and a Fletcher. We also have the village farm and some various farming machines. This is an automatic chicken cooker. Don't worry, the chickens don't mind. It's all in the name of farming automation. Up this hill, we have our animal pens, which seem to be deserted, except for these llamas. And this is our lookout tower. Once upon a time, it was where the main nether portal was located. Now, it's a bit of a shrine to some cool nether stuff we found, and it acts as a wizard's enchanting tower. Of course, the views are pretty great too. Now this is a friend's house, and he's the llama lover, which is why we have that pen full of llamas, and this llama statue. As we walk down this path towards Castletown, check out the landscape around the path. This and the giant mountain you'll see in just a moment are all handmade to create the terrain that I wanted to build around. In the distance, under the glow of the sunrise, is Castletown. This tower is the entrance to our original skeleton farm. The clearing is the town square. And this is the custom mountain and waterfall. Let's check in on our skeleton farm. The inside of the farm itself is made almost entirely of bone. Now this works the same as the one in Seaside, and it provided us lots of arrows and bones. Now this light beam that you see is what I came here for. Well, aside from the tour. It's our beacon. If you're unfamiliar, the beacon gives you various stat boosts, and you get it from fighting the Wither. This is one of 3 that I'll bring back to the seaside. Also, I had an iron farm here, so it won't hurt to bring back a bunch of iron blocks too. Alright, successfully loaded up the beacon. Now, before we go check out the castle, let's go see my second house. I made this while working on the castle, to be closer to it, and it's where our old iron farm was located too. It's a bit of a hobbit hole. Here's our bedroom, and up the stairs we have our dining room, and some chests where nearby farms emptied into. Ignore the cat sounds. That's nothing to worry about, really. Here's our iron golem farm. And this is our automatic wheat farm. Looks pretty similar to something we have over at the seaside, right? Let's go check out the castle. Most notably, just past the giant gates, you'll see the windmill. I still really like this design and would love to do something similar over at the seaside. To the left of the main entrance, we have a few villager homes, a tavern, and a lookout tower. I remember flattening this land and building the walls taking so long. I think the walls are one of my favorite parts of this castle, and I like that the top of the wall is a path too. I tried to focus on making good views and anchor points throughout the build. This intersection went through a few iterations before I settled on placing the nether portal underwater with a boardwalk above it. This way, stuff from the nether doesn't come through the portal and wander around the castle grounds. This here is our Tower of Cows. It's got everything you need to feed, breed, and turn cows into food. Don't worry, we'll get to the castle. But first, over here is our third and final home at Castletown. This is where most of my storage was while I was working on the castle. It features a nice outdoor smelting station, a 3-layer tiered design, and a nice cozy interior. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for, the castle of Castletown. I've already packed up the beacon that was here in the center. We used to use this area for some PvP battles and mini games. I wanted to use the castle interior as a villager trading bazaar, but the zombies got the best of us. So we have some villagers inside the castle walls. Up the spiral staircase is where our potion brewing stand used to be. Right here, on the floating chamber. Just east of the castle is the farmlands. The building you see to the left is version 1 of the flour making machine that we perfected over at the seaside. We have a farm cart here for storage and sleep. This farm is mostly for the views. We have automation for all of our wheat needs. There's a river that comes inland from the ocean side, and it winds down under part of the castle. It's all form over function, but I think it adds a nice interest to the back of the castle. From the sky, we can see the horse stables and horse course nestled here in between the castle and the village. Now the last thing that I want to show you here at Castletown is our floating island where we built a mob machine. Now this is set up to optimally spawn mobs on a platform where they'll drop and be destroyed. Then their goodies will fall into these chests. It's a great way to get gunpowder fast. Between that and the sugarcane farm you see here on my right, it's a quick way to get all we need in order to make lots of rockets. Of course, it couldn't just be functional, so I designed it to look like some ancient, shattered island in the sky. Inside, we have a portal and a sheep farm. So that's that. Let's look at Castletown and its village from the sky. Here, on the other side of town, back where our tour began, we have a road. It's a really long road. Long enough to need rest stops along the way, which is handy if you're walking. This leads out to the far reaches of our original settlement, the sister city known as the End Village. It's a little faraway village where you can go to get away from the hustle and bustle of castle life. It's also where the portal to get to the end is located. And here we are. That handsomely roofed building is the hotel. There's not much to the interior, but that's where our bed is. Now, this was an abandoned village when I found it, and I left the homes mostly the same. Now this is Upper Village, and over here is Lower Village. That's where we hide the secret entrance to the cave where the end portal is located. See? Super inconspicuous. The chamber below is decked out with lots of books, a respawn bed, and some storage. Now this is the portal to the end. But let's not go in right now. It's a silly place. Instead, let's travel back through the nether to our home at the seaside. It's been so good to see all of our old builds. I haven't visited in over a year, so it's nice to have a long-term map and be able to see all of our old stuff again. This blocky game is such a good way to be creative and to make cool things with friends. It's nice to document it. Thanks for coming along on that journey with me. Check out this new nether hub area. And that's not the only thing that I've been working on. Wait till you see some of the changes that we've made over at the Terradome. We'll have lots of fun things to do this season. This one goes to the portal near the lighthouse that hangs from the tree. And this one goes to the Terradome. But this one is new. Where does it go? A tunnel? With a button? Well, look at that. We're back at the recording studio. But where is the recording studio? Let's go outside and check. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next time where we'll do something a little different. Bye-bye.